Good day to everyone and welcome to our Bodyworx video series. We are here today, Julie and Kirsten, thank you, to support you at home during our time of social distancing. Inspired by a 1997 episode of Seinfeld, this video series is entitled Serenity Now Pilates. So we're going to connect with our breath, set our alignment, activate our internal suspension system, and perhaps most importantly this week, we're going to release tension where we can, kind of redirecting our energy in our body to move it into areas where we can use it efficiently. So we're really kind of working on sustainability in our body, essentially kind of promoting our bodies to accomplish more with less. And in these times of using social media more and our computers and FaceTime, all of those methods of communication, I think this is important, probably more than ever, just to combat the effects of text neck and the like. So we'll start now doing this lovely fascial flow warm-up. So we'll have you two just standing, okay, grounding through your feet, really feel that connection to the mat. Feel your tripod in your foot, big toe mound, baby toe mound, and heel, kind of all connecting equally. I'd like you all just to take a big breath in, nodding your chin in. As you exhale, allow your spine to articulate down, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Can you soften your knees a little bit here? Just bending your knees a little bit, all the way down, letting your arms dangle, letting gravity really act on you. As you inhale, sweep the arms back and lengthen your sit bones, open the chest, neutral spine. Exhale, sweep your arms forward all the way up, and then inhale, lower your arms down. Exhale, drop the chin, begin to articulate down. We'll do two more here. Opening up through the spine, softening through the knees. There we go. As you inhale, sweeping the arms back, lengthen your spine to neutral, that nice long line. Exhale, sweep the arms up, and then inhale to sweep the arms around to the side, opening through the chest, and then down. As you exhale, drop the chin one more time, rolling down forward all the way. As you inhale, sweeping the arms back, lengthen into that nice long line of neutral. Exhale to sweep the arms up and lift, and then inhale to come around and down. Good, so we're going to do a quick check of your postural muscles and see if we can make sure they're working. Can you lift up all 10 toes? This is what we call the core autopilot reset. I want you to squeeze your legs toward one another but not moving them. You'll feel your inside muscles really working, your inner unit muscles. Do you feel your glutes working as well when you did that? Good, so as you squeeze your legs toward one another, that's kind of a cue for your glutes to switch on. Now what we want to feel here is this beautiful relationship with gravity where the front muscles are working equally to the back muscles. The inner unit muscles are awake and alive. Do you feel that in your body? Good. Now without really moving your body, I want you to lower all 10 toes down without drifting your body forward. Good. And that is how we ought to be in relationship to gravity most of the time when we're up standing. Okay? So we're going to go back to that a little bit later, but for now, let's have you just reach your arms up and over, have your hands on top of your head, one hand on top of the other, and feel that lengthening effect through the crown of the head into the hands, and the hands pressing into the crown of the head. So we get this lovely feeling of spinal lengthening, axial extension. I'd like you to elevate your shoulders up as you inhale, exhale to lower them down, and inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. You'll feel your rib cage lift up as you inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Now without lifting your shoulders, take the breath into your lower ribs, into your back ribs, into your belly. And as you exhale, feel the pelvic floor muscles lift up inside your body, waking up that internal suspension system. And one more, breathing in wide and full, filling up your width, filling up your length. And as you exhale again, feeling that sense of your pelvic floor muscles lifting and engaging. Okay, can you now release the arms down to the side, but keep your shoulders where they are. That's it, all the way down. Just feel the weight of the arms is resting in the shoulder blades in that position. All right, so from here, let's just do a little neck assessment. I want you to turn your head toward the right as far as you can go, and just take a visual note of how far can you rotate. Frame of reference there, go to the left. Good. And back to the center. Okay, so take your right arm forward. Okay, lift your thumb up, and we're going to do this this fascial release exercise to see if we can inspire a bit more movement in our neck. And this is courtesy of Kirsten. Thank you very much for teaching us this the other day in Pilates class. I want you to turn your thumb around in a circle. Circle it around. Use that saddle joint. Good. Just circling around. And go the other way, circling the other way. Around and around. We were noticing that it's a little difficult on one hand compared to the other sometimes. Now, I want you to take your thumb, hold it with your opposite fingers, your hand, draw that thumb backward and extend the wrist backward. Extend your fingers back toward you as well without hurting your thumb. It's really important we're gentle with the thumb joint, so you can traction your thumb even just lifting it a little bit up out of your hand in a way as you do this. Just be gentle and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling, and notice, where do you feel this stretch? Maybe try rotating your hand a little bit differently, perhaps a little bit more downward with your fingers or upward with the fingers, whatever you feel is giving you a better stretch. Okay, now we're going to do the opposite of that stretch, where your wrist is flexing, your thumb is being pulled down and in toward your forearm. And again, being pretty gentle with the thumb here. Rotating your fingers away from you, perhaps, maybe to feel a different stretch. Do you feel that in your forearm as well? Good. So it seems a bit of a bizarre thing, but this is a fascial release that influences your neck, that line that goes from your thumb all the way to your neck. Let's release that down. Okay, now we're going to do the test, the retest. I'd like you to turn your head toward the left. It's the left side, right? That's it. Good job. And come back. And let's do one more. Turn to the left. Now push through your right foot and see if you can get a little bit more rotation. Did you notice you got more after we released the thumb? Right? You can come on back. And you might even get a little bit more if you push down through the opposite foot. Now let's just check the right rotation before we move on to doing the thumb work on the other side. Get your visual frame of reference, come back, lift your left hand up, thumb up. Ready to do that twirly thumb? Okay, just turn the thumb around, that's it. Yeah, so if it's your non-dominant hand, sometimes this is a bit awkward feeling. Okay, let's go the other way. And I know I was finding that going the counterclockwise direction really felt weird. Yeah. Okay, now let's take a hold of that thumb and very gently, a little traction with your fingers if you like, and pull your thumb back toward your forearm. Extend the wrist, fingers come back towards you, and breathe. Remembering just to check in with your neck and your jaw and your throat. Good, remember this is their Serenity Now edition of Pilates, right? So we just want to check in with our points of tension. Now let's flip your palms facing downward and holding onto your thumb, and draw that thumb in towards your forearm, the opposite direction, maybe pivoting your fingers away from you. Just to whatever position allows you to feel like you're getting a nice stretch in your forearm along that whole fascial line that connects up in through your neck. Let's release that down, okay? And just do that check of the neck rotation toward the right. So rotating. Good, and coming back. And then let's do one more rotation, this time pushing downward through your left foot. See if you can get that a little bit more. Good, Julie, that's good. Does that free it up for you a little bit? Having had, yeah, it makes a big difference with some people, for sure. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you down onto the mat, but let's transition to do that. Okay, can you turn around? Okay. There, we're gonna inhale to nod. As you exhale, roll all the way down. Soften through the knees. Allow the hands, when you get there, allow the hands to connect with the mat. Good, maybe walk your feet back. Good, come onto all fours. Turn around and come into sitting. And then just have you roll your way back down, okay? Slowly coming down, or over on your side and rolling back. And you'll see Kirsten has a folded towel under her head, and that is an option for you at home. If you wish, you can use a folded towel. We just want to have you in the best possible neck position there when you're lying down. All right, let's just practice a little bit of three-dimensional breathing again, okay? Allowing your hands to just rest on your belly here with your fingers spread apart. Good. Let's just, for a moment here, connect your body to the mat. Really draw your full awareness to your position here and your whole body. So you'll feel the weight of your head on the mat or your folded towel. You'll feel your rib cage, the backs of your shoulder blades. You'll feel your pelvis and the connection of your pelvis to the mat, and you'll feel your feet. So now just feel your movement of your belly as you breathe without putting any technique on it, just for a moment. Feel that tidal inhale and exhale, that natural flow. And now as we inhale, I'd like you to really think about that whole three-dimensional breath. Breathe into the rib cage, into the back and into the sides, into the belly. And as you exhale, blow out through pursed lips. Feel the navel draw downwards toward the spine as you exhale. And again, inhaling wide and full. Feel the breath move into the pelvis even. And as you exhale, feel that connection, that deep belly connection. Navel to the spine, letting go of any tension. And one last time, breathing in, filling up the full length of your body, full width, and exhale all the way up, feeling the pelvic floor connection there as well. Good. Now just rest your arms down beside you. We're going to work on the deep neck flexor connection and activation. So these muscles that we're going to work on are important posturally. They tend to get very tight on us and tend to shift our head forward in upright alignment. So I want you just to think about the idea of your eyes looking downward toward your cheeks. Can you do that? Look down toward your cheeks. Good. And feel that softening through your throat, just softening your throat down. And then just release. The eye gaze comes back up to the ceiling. Let's do that again. So drop the eyes to the cheeks. Good. Feel the throat coming down. And then just release back to the ceiling. So you'll hardly feel any movement happening. But internally, let's do it again. Internally, those deep neck flexors are at work. Good. And then just releasing. Okay, let's do it again. I want you, without dropping your chin, just lengthen through that occiput. Feel the occipital bone lift away from C1, top vertebrae again. And then just release. So that's a small exercise we can do. We can also add a little hold relax to that. So I'd like you to now think about the back of the occipital bone there, just pushing gently, gently into the mat, into your towel. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just release. Good. And we'll do one more lengthening without the contraction. Just inhale to find that length through the crown of the head. That's it. And then just releasing as you exhale. Okay. Let's have you roll to your left side and we'll start the spinal rotation stretch. So we're imagining here that you're sitting in a straight back chair. This is one of my all-time favorite postural stretches, okay, to combat the tightness that happens through the front of our shoulders. So imagine you're sitting in a straight back chair, bottom waist is a little bit lifted, got a house for a mouse underneath there, reaching the top arm forward just to shoulder height. Feel the connection of your shoulder blade here, collarbones are wide. As you inhale, float that top arm up, and as you exhale, let the arm float behind you. And if you have shoulder issues, you might want to modify this. Kirsten, you could show this with your fingertips to your shoulder and shortening your lever, right? You could just do that if it feels better for you. Also gives you a little more room there, Kirsten. And just arcing the arm, Julie, a little bit. If you're able to bring your arm straight, you can arc the arm and find your tight spots. And also find this connection with your breath, breathing into the top rib cage and breathing out. Feeling the connection of your bottom leg downward into the mat, really securing that stability so you can rotate from there. And then on the next inhale, let's float the arm up. And then exhale, draw the arm forward. Okay, transitioning, let's have you on your hands and on your back, sorry, back onto your back. And we're gonna do a knee to chest stretch. So Julie, you can do pulling your knees in like that, keeping your head on the mat, maybe rocking a little side to side. Kirsten, I'm gonna ask you to do a nice whole body flexion. Can you drop your chin and activate those deep neck flexors, and then exhale, lift up. Good, and just hold that nice tight stretch there, opening up the whole back line. That looks like it feels good. Good job. Just taking a big breath in there to fill up through the back. And exhale. Nice job. Okay, so let's slowly release out of that, Kirsten. That's it. Good, Julie. Let's put one foot down, then the other. And we'll do our spinal rotation stretch on the other side. So we're rotating to the right now. Hips and knees are bent to 90 degrees. Good. Bottom waist is lifted. We're going to inhale and float your top arm up. And exhale, bring your arm back behind you. Again, making the modification as Kirsten is, if your shoulder needs to have that modification. Good. Otherwise, we've got that energetic reaching through the fingertips. Good. Feeling that kind of oppositional energy from fingertips maybe to your knees as you arc that left arm back a little bit more. Breathing deeply into the rib cage and breathing out. And on the next inhale, let's float the arm up, float the elbow up, and exhale to come forward. Good, and let's come onto a quadruped position, hands and knees. So we're just going to position, and Kirsten, perhaps, can you show the modification for wrists? So you can roll the end of your mat, or you could have a folded towel even under the palm of your hand, and that'll work as well. Okay, so just finding that lovely line of neutral here. Crown of the head is reaching away from the tailbone. Gravity is really trying to pull our belly buttons down, so we just want to think about drawing your navel toward your spine. Pelvic floor is a little bit awake here as well. Lovely position. So from here, we're going to do puppy in the snow. I want you to really feel the sense of the weight of the arm is held in the shoulder shoulder blade. As you inhale, prepare. As you exhale, pick your right hand up toward your shoulder, but keeping everything still in your shoulder blades. That's it. Inhale to lower. And exhale, core activation, and lift the left arm up. Imagine that puppy in the snow. That's it for the first time, right? Kirsten's got a new puppy. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Has your puppy been in the snow, Kirsten?
A little bit.
Yeah, cool. Inhale to lift. Good. And exhale to lower. Let's do one more, right and left. Inhale to lift. Feel that nice stability through your body, through your core. And exhale to lower. One more time on the left. Keeping a soft elbow on the supporting side. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Now we're going to go into this really nice opening cat stretch. So inhale and prepare. As you exhale, just drop the tailbone down. Feel those sit bones come toward the back of the femur. You're opening up through the low back, the mid back, the upper back. Wow, that looks beautiful. And inhale there, taking the breath fully up into the back of the spine toward the ceiling, letting gravity just release the head and neck. On the next inhale, we're going to prepare. And as you exhale, lift your tailbone up. Begin to slide your shoulder blades down to find this flow into neutral, and we'll sit back for the shell stretch. So we're just sitting back, opening up through the spine. That looks good, Krishna. So there's different variations. If you have neck tension here, you might want to just fold your hands one over top of the other, put them under your forehead if that feels better for you. Krishna, you can show that. There you go. That gives your head and neck some nice support, right? Good. And just breathing into the back. Another version of this would be the arms down beside you. And just try that version, Kirsten, where your arms are down beside you, your head is kind of on the mat, and you're doing a little bit of a chin tuck there. Good, that's it. Just a curl. Yeah, that's one option as well. So taking a big breath into the back, again, just releasing tension. That's what this work is all about here. Letting go. Nice. Okay, so let's make our transition coming up onto all fours again. We're going to curl our toes under once you get onto all fours. Curl our toes under. We're going to lift those knees up to a hover. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back, back, back until your feet are connected to the mat. Good. Nice alignment. Beautiful. And then go ahead and come all the way up. Feel that pelvis roll over those femur heads, and the spine comes all the way up. One vertebrae stacked on top of the other. Nicely done, ladies. Okay, so let's get our chair and our box and have you sit on those. Okay. The next segment is we're going to work a little bit on the head and the neck. Okay. So the first exercise we're going to do is just kind of grounding, making sure your feet are in line with your sit bones, right? And your sit bones are really grounded into the surface you're sitting on. So Kirsten's sitting on a lower surface. It could be, you could sit on an ottoman if you wanted to. It doesn't have to be a chair. All right, just making sure. Beautiful, Julie. You are lined up straight. That is perfect. Good. Okay, so from here, let's place our hands just behind the neck. You can link your fingers if you like. I'd like you to get this sense that the pinky finger side of your hand is just below the occipital bone there. And we're going to offer a little bit of a lift, a traction lift. So we're opening up some space in that neck, okay? And from this position, I'd like you to push your back of the head into your hands a little bit as if your chin is tipping up toward the ceiling, but it's not moving. And hold for 5, just a submaximal contraction. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax that contraction and see if you can lift a little further. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming into a little bit of flexion now. Guide your neck down into some flexion. Very gently here. I always want to err on the side of being gentle with the neck. Good. Taking a big breath into the back. Feel that energy going out through the crown of the head as you exhale. One more big breath in here. And then as you exhale, just articulate back up. Kind of placing the head back up into neutral. Good. And then let's release our arms down. Okay, we're going to go into a rotation exercise with a little bit of hold, relax, muscle energy technique going on. So I want you to turn your head to the right. So we're going to the right. Place your left hand on your cheek, kind of on your jaw and on the side of your face. Just place it there. Sitting up nice and tall. Feel that energy through the crown of your head here. Very subtly here, I want you to push toward left rotation. So push your head into your hand very gently and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release that hand away. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, rotate a little further to your right, push downward through your left foot. See if you can get a little bit more, turn your eyes in the direction you're rotating to, that'll help get you there further. Good, and come back. Okay, now rotate to the left. Take your left hand and place it on the side, the right side of your face, your jaw, the side of your head. Sitting up nice and tall, feel that energy lengthening through the crown of your head. We're gonna just press toward that hand with your face, as if you're rotating to the right, but you're not moving. Breathing, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the hand away, but stay in that rotation. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, press into your right foot and see if you can get a little bit more height, that ground force reaction through your right foot to get more rotation to the left without forcing anything. Good, and come on back. Good, now we're gonna do a little side bending, okay? So Kirsten, you can wiggle over to the right side a little bit, okay? And Julie, you can hang on underneath that chair, okay? So from here, just gonna anchor your sit bones down and side bend your head toward the left. Very gently here, just breathing in and breathing out. Now let's offer a little rotation to that, maybe a little bit of forward flexion, getting into a little bit of that levator scapula muscle group there that goes right from the shoulder blade all the way up to C1, 2, 3, and 4. Stretching that out a little bit, good. And then let's unwind from that by drawing your head forward and down, and then right up through the center. Good, and then let's wiggle over to the other side. And we'll do that side bend rotation stretch on that side. Good, okay, so the left hand is anchored, good. We're gonna side bend your head to the right. Good. Just enjoy that stretch, nothing forced. Turn your head a little bit to the right, maybe nod down a little bit. Sort of play around with your tight spots there, find where they are, and breathe into them. Nothing forced, very gentle. The weight of the head is often enough. We don't often really need to put a hand up on our head, that's one version, but we can get a good stretch without that as well. With the neck, it's easy to overdo it, so we don't want to do that to ourselves. We just want to be gentle. So let's come on back up out of that by dropping forward and then come up, right up through the center. Good. Now we're going to work on the scalene muscles. Okay, those are the muscles in the front of our neck that are often involved with breathing. They're an accessory muscle of respiration. And often what happens as well in these muscle groups is nerves do travel through them, the nerves that innervate our arms. So it's really great to release them. So I'd like you to take your right hand, cross it over to the left side of your chest, and place your index finger just below your collarbone where it sits there, and pull downward. Take your other hand, your left hand, place it on top, and very gently draw downward. Good. Feel the skin slowly being kind of pulled downward, the fascias being stretched out here. Okay, now I'd like you to take your head, tip it back just a little toward the right. See if you can think about that jaw line, that jaw tipping up toward the light, up toward the sky. Notice if you have any feeling of dizziness or any feeling of nausea at all, you would not want to do this stretch in this way. Okay, so just be cautious. And then just come on back, all the way back to the center. Let's change sides, okay? So we'll position your left hand across your right chest, just below your collarbone with your index finger. Begin to slowly pull down and place the right hand on top. And just feel your breath move into your rib cage here. Slowly and gently drawing that tissue down. We're getting a beautiful myofascial stretch here. Tipping your head a little bit back and up toward the left now. Just imagine your jaw is tipping up toward the light, toward the sky. For this stretch, you want to have your teeth closed, jaws shut, and breathe. Again, being really cautious. If you ever have any dizziness with this, don't do it. For sure, you'll know if you're not supposed to do this kind of thing. If anybody's ever told you not to extend your neck with a stretch, just don't do it. And bring your head down and forward, release your hands away. Okay, now in keeping with our theme today, Serenity Now, we're just going to take a moment or two and focus on letting go of tension. Let's start by having you perhaps close your eyes if you wish. Feel the feet connected to the floor, all 10 toes. The ball of your foot, perhaps that little lift through your arch, your heel connected. Feel your sit bones sinking into the chair, into the stool. Just letting go through the pelvis, letting go through your hips. becoming aware of your rib cage floating over your pelvis and your natural tidal breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing into your pelvis, into your belly, into the lower lobes of your lungs. Softening through your jaw, allowing your teeth to slightly part now and your tongue resting gently on the roof of your mouth. Just letting go through your throat. All the muscles of your face softening. Your eyes even softening in their sockets. Your eyebrows kind of floating apart. Your forehead and scalp relaxing and letting go. And just breathing. Just letting go of all the tension, all the stress, any anxiety, anything negative. Just let it go with your breath. Good. We'll just gently open our eyes here now. Good. And we're going to come up into standing. Well, let's do this in a functional way. So I'd like you to, and if you're on a lower surface like Christian, it might be a bit more challenging to do, okay? So I want you to hinge forward at your hips. Reach your arms forward, breathing in. As you exhale, press through your feet, hinge up, and draw your arms down beside you. Good. And from here, we're going to just check in with our core autopilot. Reset again. So can you lift all 10 toes up? Good. Feel that connection of your inner thighs as you draw your legs toward one another. Feeling letting go of tension if you can through your neck and your throat and your jaw. Still kind of softening through those parts that we can. Just sending and pouring our energy into parts that we want to have energy. All right, good. And then lowering your toes down without changing the alignment of your body. Good. Wow, that looks really good, Julie. Beautiful job, you guys. Okay. So from here, we'll just practice one more rotation here of your head and neck. So I'd like you to turn your head to the left, but as you do this, can you inhale, lengthen through the spine, push through your right foot as you do this, and then exhale, take it center. Inhale is a nice thing to do because it is associated with lengthening our spine. So as you rotate right, we're inhaling, pushing through your left foot, exhaling to come to the center. Good. Excellent. So now we're going to just shrug our shoulders up. Inhale, and a really quick drop and release. 2 more. Inhale to shrug. Exhale, release. And 1 more. Inhale to shrug. Exhale, let go. Okay, let's inhale and circle our arms up and around until your palms come together over top, and then press your palms together and draw your arms down. Draw your hands down until your hands reach your heart, and maybe press your palms together to open your chest up even more, feeling grounded through your feet. Feel that energetic kind of rebound energy going up through your legs all the way through the crown of the head here. Okay. So thank you to Julie and Kirsten and to all of you for being with us. We'd like to ask you to join us again in future videos and watch for these videos on our website. You can go to bodyworxphysio.com and click on the teal box it says Bodyworx Videos, and join us again. So thank you again, Julie, Kirsten, and to all of you for this time with us today. So thanks. Have a great day. Bye.